Meanwhile, some more testimony today focusing on Diddy's alleged violent streak and how Prince's security details stopped an alleged attack on Cassie.
TMZ executive producer Charles Latibeaudiere joins us now with the very latest. Charles, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Natasha and Bianca.
Okay, so another explosive day of testimony. Tell us about what went down in court today.
Yeah, this testimony today was from a woman who was testifying under the name Mia. The judge said this is a pseudonym and that no one was to record her. She was, they wanted to keep her anonymity. It was the deal with the prosecution. But she was talking about, she is a former assistant of Diddy's and talked about a 2010 incident where Diddy and Cassie found out that Prince was having this private house party. Diddy didn't want to go. He was staying home and said that Cassie should not go. But Cassie was at home with Mia, and they talked about it and decided they were going to go. So they went to the party. She says they were having a great time watching Prince perform on a dining room table. And then suddenly she saw Diddy walk in and was terrified. And she grabbed Cassie and she said they ran out of the party. They ran across the street. They are hiding in a wooded area behind some bushes. But Diddy found them and grabbed Cassie, she said, and started to assault her when suddenly one of Prince's security guards ran over there and had to pull Diddy off of Cassie, separate them, and that was the end of the violence for that particular evening. But I mean, the way she described it on the stand, it really sounded like a movie playing out, and you could really see, envision what was happening that night in 2010.
Charles, what's your take on this, though? Because we kind of touched on this yesterday, is that this testimony is absolutely ruining and decimating his character as a violent person, as someone sadistic. But when are we going to get to the part where we're talking about this federal case, this RICO issue here? Like, we keep bringing on these people to terrorize his character, but I don't know if it's helping them in the federal case.
One of the counts is, and you know, that particular story I don't think goes toward the RICO count. I think this one is more about Cassie being forced to stay in this relationship, that she was forced to have sexual encounters and that she could not escape. And I think that's what these stories are pointing toward, not so much the RICO.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about, you guys are reporting that reality TV stars Julie and Todd Chrisley are out of prison. They were just pardoned by President Trump after serving 2 years for bank fraud and tax evasion. So what's next for the couple?
What's next is they're going to do what they do best, which is get back in front of cameras. They already have a deal for a reality show, and they gathered today as a family in Nashville, and they are getting ready. Tomorrow, they're expected to have a news conference where I'm sure they're going to gush and thank President Trump for the pardon, and then talk about their upcoming reality show. I mean, if you're looking for a platform to promote a new show, you couldn't have one bigger than this. And you know, last night Savannah was posting videos after she picked up her father from his prison in Pensacola, Florida, where he was showing off. Didn't want to show his face, only wanted to show that his arms were ripped.
I was just going to bring that up. I was going to say they're going to have to thank prison because he looks in like pretty good shape, and that's what the tabloids are talking about now.
You know, there are better ways to get in shape than going to prison. Right. You can just join a gym, but I'm glad it worked out for him.
Drop your workout routine already.
Charles, thanks so much for joining us. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks.
All right.